Hey, we have a special guest today to talk about a Kickstarter campaign that I'm emotionally involved in. I'm gonna say, and they're down to the wire now because, to be honest, they may not make it. Let's be real. Not every Kickstarter succeeds. It looks like it's touch and go at this point. Let's talk to Bobby Schwartz from Dual Animal. Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey,
how are
Bobby.
you guys
How you doing?
Can you hear me okay? Is my mic working?
Yeah. I don't know. You
Great.
sound tinny. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
It's the hangover, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Before I share screen and show the video,
Sure.
tell me about this comic project.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know because it's down to the wire. I'm a backer, by the way. I am a proud backer, and I want to push it over the edge today.
Let's do it.
Less than a week. Tell us about it.
So we've got 7 days left. So the project is called Dual Animal Anthology. As you know, Chris, you have some friends that have also worked on this project.
Yes.
Walter and I, we co-produced Attack of the Dock with you. If anyone in the chat has seen that and is a fan of that, our production efforts continue in Dual Animal Anthology. It's an anthology comic. We've got buddy comedies, we've got horror, we've got dark fantasy, we've got sci-fi. There's a little bit of everything. A couple of friends of ours have compared it to Love, Death, and Robots in terms of the variety, not only in tone, but in art style. We've got some really, really amazing writers and artists working on this project. It's really awesome. We're so proud of it. Definitely, I guess you'll play the trailer in a second, Chris, but it's not just a comic. We also have a companion soundtrack that the composer of Attack of the Dock, Austin Smith, has put together. And like the comic, it is also a collaborative effort. There's some other artists that he brought into the fold to really breathe some life into some of the other songs, because a lot of us who've worked on this project also like listening to music while we read our comics. You know, we'll throw on an Inception soundtrack or something, and we're like, what if we made it catered to the experience of reading the comic? So he's actually timed it to be read or listened to alongside the project. And we've got a lot of fun rewards. Our intention with this was to really let creators have the breathing room to tell the stories they want to tell. You know, a lot of publishing companies really put the guardrails up, and even great writers, when they're not given creative freedom, it can feel really stunted. And as we know, looking at indie film, that's the place where you see the creators more, and their intent and their stories have more room to really fly. And it's been so fun. I mean, I'm an illustrator myself, but it's been such a gratifying experience seeing everybody's art come in, and I'm in love with it.
You're like the Swiss Army knife of creativity. Editor, like a filmmaker, graphic designer, illustrator. You are so, working on Attack of the Dock. There were struggles. There's struggles in anything,
as there is in any production.
Yeah, but we made the movie during the pandemic. Like, all that shit went down. Do you remember? Like, the first person we shot was in March 2020. We're like, oh, this is going to be great. We got our first interview in the can, and then things went
Little
south.
did we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's an argument to be made that we may have been the first COVID production at all, or maybe documentary at least, right? Because
there were
we had
others
to pivot and figure out a way to do it remote.
We're like, are we going to wait for years for this thing to blow over and then not make the movie, or figure a way to make the movie? And then we did figure a different way to do the film, and it was ended up being a really good creative choice. But look, back to this campaign.
We've got 1 week left. Actually, less than 6 days left to go.
6 days.
We're around 85% funded. We had, as you mentioned, Chris, there was the Kickstarter campaign alumni called the Death Valley. We're in the middle. It's slowed down a little bit. But we're seeing an uptick. And the thing is, like, I'm so thrilled. You know, a lot of small indie comics that come out of nowhere, which we effectively did, really like had a and we got some backers. That was me. Alan.
Yes,
we appreciate the support. Thank you, buddy. So I you know, we sought a lot of advice from other great contemporaries in the indie comic space, and they've been incredibly helpful. And Chris, obviously, you've been super helpful as well, sharing your sage advice, and it's all been additive. And you know, we talked to a lot of people who were like, "Hey, listen, I've done 10 Kickstarters over the last 8 years, and the first 2 didn't get funded, and we were only asking for like $1,000." The reason, just for potential backers, if you're curious, that we're asking for this price is because it's not just one comic. We're kickstarting 6 new number ones at the same time. And the intention is that these are ongoing series. You know, you'll see at the beginning of the trailer, there's a little bit of animated content. Our hope is to turn it into animated projects, short films, you know, more music, more comics. I mean, comics being the skeletal structure of our initiative, because we love comics, you know, it's an amazing medium, and yeah.
But you know, this is multimedia potential. Look, we can talk all day. I think let's watch the video.
Let's do it.
Might not watch all of it. We have another interview after this.
Just give them a taste.
Here's a little taste. You can watch it. It's Kickstarter.com. Google, like, search in there, Dual Animal Anthology. We will put the link in the description. We'll share it in the comments. But let's see if you get some backers during the show. Let's watch this.
For each gardener, there is a universe. As well as the task of archiving its most curious stories. Why they chose me to be this universe's gardener remains one of the few things I cannot see.
In the 5th dimension, there are creatures called Zai, and they have eternal sight, eternal life, but they're missing something. They need stories, but they can't experience them. Their time is not linear. So they pick world seeds and plant them in hyperdense dark matter. From those seeds, worlds are grown. And some of those worlds are the places that we explore in Dual Animal Anthology Volume 1.
Layer Squadron is a dystopian future of America where the world has been overrun with all of the monsters of myth.
And it follows a military group of soldiers who have the balls to go out there and fight the monsters.
Deep Space Top Off. It's about an interstellar gas station robbery.
And something goes wrong. And it's quite fun.
Chuck and Mike, they're complete opposites. I'm trying to tell a story about friendship that I've never seen before. High fantasy, lots of sci-fi. These characters, they're accused of being the chosen ones. And it seems pretty unlikely, but that doesn't stop them from getting wrapped up in a lot of bullshit.
Honey Darling's Gardening Guide is about a young woman who inherits her late grandmother's home,
which also comes with a garden and a couple other dangerous pests.
Again, it's
I gotta ask you. My daughter is a part of this project.
Yes,
she's in the video for 3 seconds. Bob,
yo, what the hell?
What the hell, Bob?
I'm so sorry, Chris. Well,
I mean, do you want to get this thing funded or not?
Do you want to get the money or not, Bobby?
Oh no, this was a trap.
Anyway,
can I
watch the whole video? Everyone, go watch the whole video. And this is one of the best. Your assets for your campaign are some of the best. I contribute to comic campaigns all the time on Kickstarter. This artwork, the quality. What is this? Is this a gay leather jacket? What is this gay green leather jacket?
We couldn't believe
Walter?
it when that shot came back. We were like, oh my God, Walter, he's gorgeous.
He's expressing himself.
I saw in the chat somebody mentioned Mike. The green iguana from my story reminds them of Alan, and I just have to say, I wrote it with Alan in mind. So if you want more Alan, maybe you should back the comic.
Yeah,
seriously, the quality of the assets, the campaign. I mean, I know, having worked with you, like when we work together, you're like, I don't want to do something good. I only want to do something great. You were just so Like the thing is, I feel the same way as you. And then there's deadlines, which
Yes.
deadlines suck. But like I don't want to do stuff that's okay. It's like no quality.
Well, and
So
that's
I
one of the
love
things that I learned from you, Chris, is that, like, you know, obviously we had to spend some time putting together the infrastructure. We built in what we've been calling the George Lucas deal for all of the creators. So it's not like all of this is just going to Dual Animal. You know, Dual Animal is making the money that 20th Century Fox did on the movie. But the truth is that more people want shirts and toys than who will ever read. And we want to build that too. And that all goes to the creators. So we really want to support our team and create a space that, like, for Haley and everybody else, they have the opportunity to work on this on an ongoing form. And in the interest of deadlines, we want the fans to be able to look forward to new volumes every year. So we're really excited to keep building this. And, you know, like I said, you know, there's a little bit of something for everybody. If anything you saw there, and please, I encourage everyone to check out the full trailer and just skim through some of the rewards. There's a little something for everybody. If you saw anything you like, we would really, really deeply appreciate your support. We're so close to the goal. And, you know, and if no other reason, you know, I'm considering now, after seeing the real outrage for not hearing you sing, Chris, I think we're going to make our first stretch goal releasing the K-pop Demon Hunters Chris Gore sing-along recording sessions.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
You are desperate.
Yeah.
So look, I want to see this thing obviously succeed. I'm refreshing. We need more backers, folks. So if you're a fan of comics and creativity here, back this campaign. My daughter is involved. She's a writer of one of the stories and want to see this thing get over the finish line. You're going to get a lot of people. I do this. I'm guilty of this. On Kickstarter, they have a thing that is you can click that's like, remind me. With 48 hours to go, remind me. Now, a lot of people click that because they're like, I get paid next week or whatever. I get the notification and I'm like, oh, my last chance.
Yes.
The last 48 hours is your push.
Yes.
So push.
And, you know, we have seen on the backer kit that we've got tons of followers who haven't backed yet, who are waiting for that last 48-hour notification.
Yep.
So, you know, and as you know, Chris, with my delivery on certain deadlines, sometimes the best stuff comes in the 11th hour. So
exactly.
You know, if you're waiting for your paycheck, you know, we'll certainly appreciate it, and we want to give everybody like the coolest, most kick-ass experience with this comic and all the rewards that we possibly can. So your support means everything. And just to speak a little bit to Haley's story, really one of the ones that I think across the board has shocked everybody with how really amazing it is. It presents itself as, and I don't want to give too much away, but it presents itself as something and it twists into something bigger, and it's so amazing. Nick Gramling, who did the artwork, is incredible, and he's done some amazing stuff, and they've worked together so well, and they're really excited to do more. So yeah, we're
suck
just
up, Bobby.
so excited.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yes, hell yeah. Okay, and
Let's
I gotta
go.
say, let's end on this because we're doing another interview right after this. But I'll just say this: Kickstarter campaigns suck. They are hard. I told you, I think one of the things I told you was it's like asking someone, how much money do you love me? How much money do you love me?
Yeah.
And the thing that works the most, you can post on social media all day, it's noise.
Yes.
Directly asking people, please give to this campaign. Please, my daughter is involved. You've supported Film Thread and projects I've done. You've supported projects Bobby has been involved with. Bobby, producer and editor of Attack of the Dock, and brought in Austin to do the score for Attack of the Dock. Like, so many creative elements made that. I'm really proud of that movie. Please help my friend and my daughter get this project past the finish line. They've got 6 days left. So it's my appeal to you. you will not be disappointed. Bobby will deliver something. He will over deliver in terms of quality. So
yes. It's a problem I continue to have, and I'm not going to stop now.
But everybody has that issue of how much money do you love me? You know,
Yes.
that's a crowdfunding campaign.
Yeah, you'll end up
nutshell.
having conversations with a family member, an aunt who has been so supportive, and then you basically have to do a version of how much money do you love me, and then you find out, oh, my aunt loves me $10. Cool.
Right. You'll get that crisp $5 bill for your birthday.
And by the way,
from your aunt.
Just to be honest, really everything counts. I mean, we put in a dollar tier because we know that like sometimes times are tough. Like we just want everybody to get a little piece of it. You know, anything you can. If you see something you like, it would really mean a lot to us. And like Chris said, you know, we looked at a lot of other comic book campaigns over the years, and you know, like, I mean, even just to speak to the trailer, I would see things that in concept were really great, but then you watch the trailer, you're like, this kind of sucks. Like, could we do something better? And this team has proving to me that, like, yeah, I think we can. So I'm really proud. And thank you to your audience. Thank you, Paul. Love you, bud. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Chris, for giving some time to this.
All right, you haven't won an award just yet, though. You don't need to thank everybody.
I celebrate every day.
I just pledged for your thing. Where's my?
Yeah. All right,
Alan, I'm on my way to your house right now.
Okay.
We got to wrap up. We have another interview here, but Bobby, thanks. Well, let's see if you're available next week to close out the campaign. One last thought. Yeah.
One last thought has nothing to do with the comic, and you probably have talked about it on the show already. But just real quick, like one sentence reviews from both of you guys on the beginning of Alien Earth. Have you guys already discussed that? I know you guys both love Alien. What are your thoughts?
I just saw the third episode. It was better.
Okay, so it gets better. I've only seen the first two, and I'm like, okay.
The third episode gets better. I like the I like the concept.
Okay,
the alien might be
not my thing. I'm not.
Part, but
okay, and Alan's totally.
I wish it was scarier.
Alan's not into it. But hey,
okay,
Bobby, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you,
I know you, and we'll talk to you next week. And congratulations. Let's get it over the finish line. Dual Animal Anthology on Kickstarter now. Check it out. Bobby, we'll talk to you soon.
Later, guys.
Take care.
Have a great show.
Have fun.
Bye.
Later.